why your carburetor consumes a lot of gasoline. This here can be a lot of reasons. Maybe main jet worn, maybe metering needle worn, maybe cold start device also worn and can't working properly. Patrick's Garage. Grab your snack, welcome back. And as always, we know that before we gonna blaming the carburetor, we must check all the rest. Probably engine worn, probably ignition system not working properly. And in carburetor, a lot of obvious reasons, supplying of gasoline, fuel pump. Yes, it can pumping, but where goes gasoline? Probably membrane in a gas pump also can be worn, like in the our carburetor. So when this membrane worn, gasoline goes inside the engine from gas pump. If you have mechanical gas pump, you want to check all these things before you want to blame the carburetor. Air filter can be clogged. When air filter clogged, engine can't get enough fresh air. So, and it sucks a lot of gasoline. So, mixture of air and gasoline will not proper as it should be to good smoothness working and not consume a lot of gasoline. But we saying about causes with carburetor. Main jet, this metering needle goes inside out of main jet. And thing is that since 1968, they started doing this needle with spring. So needle touches the inside diameter of main jet. Before in 60s, in 1967, in 1968, this needle, which goes inside the main jet, was without any springs. But now they decided that that way you can get more stable gas and air mixture. This is not true. They so crappy guys. These comebacks doing this only for worn, so needle and main jet will be worn more faster if they touching each other. So we want to check the inside diameter of main jet, so it shouldn't be oval. It will be more obvious if it's oval, so it will be better to replace main jet if you're ready to this procedure. And also needle also can be worn, and this increases consumption of gasoline, as we can guess. Yes, we get the same air if our air filter fresh, and we get more gasoline when needle worn or the main. But more worse when we sure that all these things not worn. We have this source of gasoline. Can you guess what it can be? Yes. Cold start device. These surfaces also should be in good condition. They goes from the factory, not so smoothness surfaces inside. Calibrated holes inside this cold start device. We want to use this for start our engine, for preheating engine this moment. Only in this moment we're using this cold start device. But all the time, if this surface is worn cold start device, probably shaft of this cold start device or gasoline also can dripping. And we want to check these cold start device surfaces if we have any suspicions about cold start device. Also, you can watch my video where I'm checking with vacuum this cold start device. This is also will be one big source of uh, gas mileage, crappy gas mileage you can get from all these worn things. If we're saying about causes from carburetor, we can get yes, flow chamber, yes. Also, if not correct, you can watch my previous video about flow chamber, not correct level worn parts of flow chamber also can be cause of high gas consumption. No, you get crappy gas mileage when these parts worn. Yes, you always want to check level of damper. You know this is really important for acceleration. So it works like absorber in our suspension. This oil inside. Yes, probably you have no any oil. You can using engine oil 40 20 cut 40 oil engine oil, and you can use this oil if you have no transmission. Will be better to use red color Type A automatic transmission and also membrane. This is cheapest way to repair, and you want to repair this membrane, you replace this membrane, so you can't achieve vacuum with worn membrane. You agree with me? And you want to replace this membrane, they not so expensive. You open this, and thing is to assembling carburetor correctly. This also one of causes unadjusted carburetor, not adjusted properly carburetor. This is also high gas consumption will be if not adjusted, not assembled proper way carburetor, you know. So today we learned these real causes why carburetor consumes a lot of gasoline. So, what we want to check? We want to check cold start device. We want to check main jet. It shouldn't be all inside. This can be really obvious. And we want to check metering needle. Also, we want to check flow chamber and these simple and obvious things like gasoline inside the oil inside the motor when our a gas pump worn. You can check the oil with dipstick and you see the smell of gasoline not good, you know. And also air filter shouldn't be clogged. You want to check these things first way. And first you want to check the air filter. It shouldn't be dirty, it shouldn't be clogged. You want to check dipstick level of oil shouldn't be increased, you know. This solved gasoline solved inside the oil when your uh, pump warm. Pressure will be, but if membrane damaged, gasoline can go inside the engine block, so this can be wrong, you know. Camshaft, crankshaft can be damaged when this can be happen. So you want to check these obvious things, and then you want to blame the carburetor. You want to check the flow chamber and things like that inside main jet, metering needle, membrane, of course, will be better to replace this membrane. In the Strombergs, they suffer from these damaged old rubber membranes, so you want to buy them. They're available and not so expensive. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell, so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing.